Hey Rose, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stay at the office later than I thought.
That's fine. I don't care. I already ate dinner anyway. I'm going to go to sleep, so don't be too loud when you come back in. Oh, and buy some ice cream from the store on your way home, too.
Okay, I will. But do you have a minute to talk right now? There's something I need to talk to you about.
What's up? Is it important?
Well, it's about work. To be honest, I guess the performance of the company hasn't been the best lately, and they have not been making as many sales as before.
I remember you mentioning something like that before, and?
Well, it turns out they're trying to cut my salary a little from next month.
Are you kidding me? Can they even do that? What about your summer bonus? Surely that at least they can't touch, right?
They haven't mentioned that, and I can't really say for sure. But it's probably better to just assume it won't be coming this year.
I don't believe this. And this year, I was really set on finally going on a trip to Europe. I thought one of the main benefits of this job was that you get a particularly good summer bonus. If they get rid of it, what's even the point? Can't you do something about this?
It's not really up to me to decide whether I get a bonus or not. I mean, of course I'd also love to get it. A lot of our clients have been going to insolvency one after the other.
That's got nothing to do with the average employee, though.
I know that's the case, but our company also isn't the biggest one out there. So they can't afford to keep giving out bonuses if business goes bad. It's possible that even we will have to file for bankruptcy.
You guys too? And so you're just not going to have a job?
Well, even if we do go bankrupt, there's no need to worry too much. I've already started to line up a new place that will accept me in case that happens, so I won't be out of a job. The pay will be less, though, unfortunately. Don't worry, though, it won't affect you, Rose.
How is it not going to affect me if your salary keeps going down? How am I supposed to pay for my manicures? For the hairdresser? Can I just keep spending the same amount on makeup and clothing too, then?
Well, about that, I would like you to go back on some of those things. I mean, I've been thinking for a little while that you may already be spending a little too much there. Afterwards, let's sit down together and go over the budget, and where we can cut down on some things.
Fine, but there's no way that'll start working.
It's okay, I know that. I'm not asking you to find a job. Just work with me a little to cut down on some expenses.
I can't believe this. This really sucks.
Come on, don't be like that. The company hasn't gone bankrupt just yet. And I'm doing my best for the both of us here.
That stuff has nothing to do with me.
Look, I'll try as much as I can to make sure it doesn't affect you. But sometimes you make these really big purchases. You know, like a bag that costs a couple $1,000s or the like. It's those sorts of things that will be easiest and best to cut down on.
This really is the worst. I had already found the next bag I wanted to buy too.
I'm sorry.
Summer is already fast approaching. Are you trying to tell me that I'm going to have to wear the same outfits I did last year?
Listen, I'm not telling you that you can't buy any clothes or anything like that. I'd just like you to cut down on some of the really expensive purchases, that's all. Another thing is all of the Uber Eats you've been ordering. I mean, it costs far more to order there. Plus, there's the delivery fee, too. So rather than that, I think we could try cooking ourselves more and see how it goes from there. It's also been a while since I've had your cooking. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
I never cooked for you before.
What? Right after we got married, you used to cook for a while. I know that was a while ago, but you did.
That wasn't me. That was like a home catering service. Somebody else cooked it.
Oh, was that it?
I don't know how to cook at all. And you know I can't clean either. You should know that being with me costs a lot of money. So, if you want to stay together, you better make sure you're still making enough money for me to live the lifestyle I want.
That's what I'm trying to do here.
Doesn't matter if you try. What I want to see is results. What's the use if you really try hard, but your salary just keeps getting cut, and I can't buy what I want? You're the one who wanted to get married, so you better hold up your end of the bargain.
Right, but when we got married, we both promised to support each other, remember?
So what if we did?
Well, it seems to me that time has come, you know, to support each other.
Doesn't seem that way to me. I see you trying to rely on me and ask me to sacrifice things. You're the only one who is asking me to cut down on Uber Eats and shopping.
If you put it like that, yeah, sure. But it's not like I'm trying to tell you to go to work or anything. I'm just asking for a bit of understanding and cooperation with daily expenses.
Man, it's tiring me out talking to you. I'm going to sleep.
Wait, what?
I just had a nice relaxing bath too, but this has completely ruined my mood. When you come back tonight, you can sleep on the couch. I don't want to see your face next to me when I wake up.
Okay, I'll sleep on the couch tonight.
Not only that, I've noticed recently that you're getting older. You smell worse and worse. Look after your hygiene a bit more. I don't want to be around someone that smells bad. You smell more and more like an old man each year. I'm going to just pretend that you didn't say anything about work or your salary or cutting down on anything. You better think long and hard and figure out how to fix it, though.
Hey, Rose, I'm coming home early tonight.
What? Why? I got plans tonight, so even if you come home early, I probably won't be around.
Could you postpone your plans a little tonight? I've got something really important to talk to you about.
No way. It's my friend's birthday today. If you need to tell me something, just send it by text. I'll take a look at it later.
Fine, I'll just tell you now then. My company is going to file for bankruptcy.
What? Are you being serious right now?
Yeah, I'm being serious. We all tried our best to keep everything afloat, but nothing could be done in the end. That being said, I still have a few things I need to take care of this month. So I'll still be heading to work as usual to the end of the month.
I told you that I don't care about whether you all try hard or not. Bankruptcy is bankruptcy. If there's no company, you have no job. What's going to happen to me? We won't have to move out of this house, will we?
We've got enough savings to get us through, I think, but it's hard to tell exactly what will happen right now. It might be better to move to a place with slightly lower rent. Luckily enough, our contract is expiring soon too, so it might not be a bad idea to move then.
I don't believe this.
I'm sorry. But like I said before, don't worry. I'll still make sure you can have the life you've gotten used to. I'll probably be really busy for a while. But I promise I'll end up making even more money than I have been up until now.
And when will that be?
Even if you ask me something like that, I can't really tell you. All I can say is it'll be as soon as possible.
And I'm supposed to just continue living and trusting such vague comments from you? Because I can't do that. I need some stability.
I knew it! We're just going to end up in the same position as that friend of yours who stupidly started working for that startup company. Don't say things like that. I'm going to keep this under control. I told you I'd make sure this doesn't affect you badly.
It already is! You're telling me that you don't have a job anymore. And we don't know how we're going to live or pay for things.
I'll be able to find another job quickly. I already talked to a friend about this possibility a while ago.
You told me last time that the job would have a much lower pay.
Well, it definitely won't be as high as it is now, but it will definitely be enough for the two of us to live on. I don't understand why you're getting so upset about this.
I wasn't able to go to Europe this summer. I also wasn't able to buy the Gucci bag I wanted.
It's not like you weren't able to buy anything at all.
Listen closely, because I'm going to tell you clearly right now. If you don't have money, I have no interest in you.
Wait, what are you saying?
The only reason I married you was because you were earning more money than everyone else at the time. If that weren't the case, there's no way I'd marry you. Do you really think I'd go for someone as ugly as you if you weren't rich?
Is that how you've been thinking this whole time? It might be true that I'm not the best-looking guy around, but...
Obviously not!
But were you also lying when you said that you liked my personality? You mean when I said that you're kind?
That wasn't a lie, actually. You're pretty gentle and will do whatever I ask. I like that. But having money is still the most important condition. Like I said before, I'm not interested in you if you have no money to support my lifestyle.
Rose, please tell me you're lying.
Wake up, Sam. Open your eyes and look at reality. Do you really think there's something about you that's attractive for a woman apart from your money? We've been together because you're quiet and don't hold back on giving me money to spend. That's all there is to it.
And here I've been doing my very best to try and make your life even better.
And how did that go? Ended up with your company going bankrupt.
But I really loved you.
Yeah, thanks. That's because I spent a lot of money on beauticians and other stuff to look like this.
I'm not talking just about your appearance. You're really confident and straightforward. I really like that about you. You have a lot of qualities that I myself lack. And you were extremely kind up until we got married.
What, you only just noticed that I changed after we got married?
Well, I had been thinking that you got a little colder than before. But since I'd seen how kind you could be, I kept hoping that the real you would come back to the fore sooner or later.
I was just kind to you so that you would marry me. After that, I was nice. I don't know, probably just when I wanted something.
I see. So you really had no feelings for me at all?
There's no way I would get married just for feelings or love. I'm not that kind of person to put emotions first and then suffer through some miserable existence with no money. Whether your life turns out happy or tragic, it all depends on who you marry. And I guess in this case, I misjudged you.
I'm sorry about that.
So, when it comes to a broke man, it's time for divorce. There's no reason to stay with you anymore. There's no guarantee that you'll make the same amount of money again, or that you ever will at all. Women's looks have an expiration date, you know. I gotta hook the next man before it's too late.
Fine, I won't say anything more.
Oh, thank God. It would have been a real pain if you tried to cling on to this. Remember though, I still want my half of the assets in the divorce. Also, I'll get the divorce papers ready tomorrow, so make sure you sign them.
Okay.
You know, I almost feel bad for treating you like this right after you lost your job. But don't hold it against me, okay? It's your fault for trying to punch above your weight and get a girl like me. You should have married someone so out of your league. Hey, it's been a while. How have you been, Sean?
Who's this? Rose?
Yep, glad you still remember me.
Right.
Sorry for messaging you out of the blue, but there's something that caught my interest about you.
What do you want?
There's nothing in particular.
Then stop messaging me. I thought you'd already blocked me, so I didn't bother doing it from my end. I'll block you on everything in a second.
Wait a minute. I got something I want to talk to you about. I actually saw something about you in an article. It said that you're a CEO now.
That's right.
Congratulations! You've done so well.
Thanks.
I knew I was right when I chose to marry you. I really do have a good sense. Well done, well done. You wanted me to come back to you, so you must have worked really hard.
What, you think I did anything for you? I did it for my wife and child.
Wait, what? You're married and have a child? How can that be?
I don't know how I could make that any simpler. I remarried and we had a child. So now I've been doing my best for my family.
You got remarried?
Yep.
But it hasn't even been 5 years since we got divorced. And you're not only just married, but you have a kid too?
5 years is a long time.
When did you get married?
About 3 years ago.
That means that, at the longest, you and your wife only dated for 2 years. But there's no way that you started seeing someone straight after the divorce, right?
Well, we started dating about 6 months after the divorce.
What? You really found another woman so quickly? I don't believe it. I bet you're getting the wool pulled over your eyes again.
I don't want to hear anything like that from you. After the divorce was over, I heard from one of our mutual friends that you'd already been seeing someone before we ended things.
And where's your proof of that?
I don't have any, and I'm not even trying to accuse or blame you for it. But I do know that you were seeing a whole load of different guys as soon as we divorced. So I don't want to hear anything from you about 6 months being too soon or whatever.
Don't you realize that you're just going down the same path here? Let me tell you something. You should divorce your wife.
My wife and I trust each other very much. There's nothing for you to worry about.
I wonder about that. She's definitely just a woman who sniffed out some money and sunk her teeth into you.
You couldn't be further from the truth. We used to work together. And she's the one who helped me build my business from the ground up. She's really someone who is irreplaceable to me. Honestly, even if it were the case that she was tricking me just for my money at this point, I'd even be okay with that.
You haven't changed at all. You're still just as laid back as ever. But I'm one of these women, so I know and can tell you, any women around you are just there for money.
Don't project yourself onto other people. Not everyone is like you. My wife definitely isn't like that.
Coming from you, who were completely taken in by all my lies? How could you be so sure?
It's exactly because I was tricked by you like that I can tell. I've become more cautious since. Because unlike you, my wife hasn't changed since we got married. She's still the same person. You're wrong about her.
Sam, listen to me. I'm the one person who understands you best. I know that deep down, you really want to be with and live together with someone as beautiful as me again. You chose me, and I know that you're a sucker for beautiful women.
I told you that I didn't choose you just for your looks.
You don't need to lie to me. I mean, obviously, a beautiful woman is better than an ugly one.
Is that what you messaged me to talk about? Sorry, but I'm pretty busy.
Look, I'm willing to give you another chance and meet again.
What?
I bet your wife showed up sometime when you had no money to your name. So she must not be that good looking at all. Plus, if she worked with you at your previous company, she must be as plain looking as they come. So, what do you say? Now that you have the money again, why not go back to your happily married life? It's not a bad deal.
No, it's not a bad deal. It's the worst deal possible.
Are you seriously saying that?
Living with you was a horrible time of my life. My life now is complete heaven compared to that time. I can come home every day to my loving wife and child and eat her home-cooked meals. Not only that, but she can help me out with work. People like her are hard to come by. I feel like I don't even deserve someone like her. She's too good for me.
I bet she's just delivering all the food just like I did, right? And how do you even know that it's your kid? You have no idea.
Just give up already. The two of us are complete strangers now. Stop saying those kinds of things about my wife. If you say anything more, I'm of the mind to sue you for libel. Should I call my lawyer now?
Oh, wait, don't. There's no reason for that. That was just a joke right now.
There are some things that you just don't joke about.
But, Sam, you said that I was really kind before, and you like that, right? There was never anything for you to get angry at me for.
That was when you were my wife, and I of course loved you then. Now I feel nothing toward you at all.
But I was your wife before.
And now you're a total stranger.
To be honest, I've always regretted splitting with you. I only realized it after, but someone kind and gentle like you is a perfect match for me. I really had to gather up all my courage to finally contact you again today.
Okay, and so what? None of that has anything to do with me.
Don't be so cold!
I roughly know your situation, although I'm exactly not sure what it is right now. You weren't able to get married again after our divorce, right? No matter how many rich guys you'd approach and try to fool like you did me, they never fell for it. And now you're still on your own, right?
That's just because I couldn't forget about you, Sam.
If that were true, you would have messaged me earlier, not waited 5 years. You only messaged me because you found out that I became a CEO from that article you read. I bet you thought that you would finally get some more money again. Did you really think I'll be tricked by you again?
That's not it! I really did love you before! It just took me a long time to realize it. Don't accuse me of such things, Sam!
As if I'd ever be able to believe anything you say again. It's not me that you like, it's just my money. But you know, I felt grateful to you after the divorce. Thanks to you leaving like you did, I was able to meet my amazing wife. I'm really glad you realized that we weren't in the same league and left. After that, I immediately blocked Rose on all platforms. Every now and then I hear something about her from some of her friends. It's not clear whether she's aiming too high, or maybe all the men she approaches see right through her, but it seems that she just can't manage to hold anyone down. Of course, being married or in a relationship isn't the only important thing in life. There are plenty of people who are completely happy being single. But in Rose's case, she has always wanted to just get married and live an easy life off of the back of her husband's labor, so it's not the best situation for her. Apparently, she's really rushing around like crazy to find someone to marry her. And although she's in her mid-30s, she still only aims for rich guys in their 20s. For someone like Rose, who has never worked a day in her life and just spent it relaxing, it must be hard to even get into situations to meet men like that. I don't know how long it will take her to view herself objectively and see reality how it is. But the way things are going, she's not going to get her hands on what she really wants.